happened? What an
Dude, we're like
idiot.
5 minutes in. It's fine. We're
It didn't
live.
even say live. It didn't say live. And we just went on. We just kept going like fucking morons.
We were
All right.
having fun.
Yeah.
This podcast is rated off for realness.
Bro, that's good. Bro, we're on.
Oh.
Dude, we're live. We're live, pal.
Hold on. We were. Sorry. Hello. Hold on a second. I'm really tired. I don't know how he does it. All right. Hello, everybody. Hold on a sec. Sorry. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Basement Bookers podcast. It's your boy, Basement Jer, along with his boy, Richard is at the right hand, my dog, your dog, and together we will collectively acknowledge the continuing reign of the tribal chief, the head of the table, the war chief. Reigns. Throw it up. All right. Well, my dogs and dogettes out there, it is time for Rich the Riz to drop it like it's hot.
All right, abridged version of the news this week for time constraints. The only thing I really wanted to talk about was William Regal's AEW departure. There are conflicting reports as to when he can appear on WWE TV. He wants to go back to NXT so he can, probably on screen and off, be a mentor to his son, Charlie Dempsey. I forgot that was his kid, by the way.
Charlie Dempsey looks like a killer. That name is perfect. It looks like it's his actual name.
Well, Dempsey.
Yeah.
Is there a Dempsey killer? There probably was.
There's a Dempsey gym.
Jim. Oh, a gym. Named.
Yeah, a gym. Maybe a guy named Jim owns it. I don't know.
Jim's Gym? Yeah, you can't name a Jim's Gym. That's silly.
I think you could do what you want. You're private business owner.
I think Dempsey was a boxer, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Doesn't he look like the love child of Kenny Omega and Brandon Anderson?
Yeah, well, I think so. I don't know. I would also say a love child of Kenny Omega and William Regal.
True.
Because, like, definitely, like, Regal's got strong genes. Like, he looks like he could be his clone.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe him. You know what I mean? Like, if you told me this guy, he fought at UFC like a week ago, and he's beaten a lot of people, and he's here now, I'm like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
How come I've never heard of this guy?
Right?
Oh, no, it's because he hurt people where they can't fight anymore. So
yeah.
He can only do it here. That kind of thing. Like the kind of thing you would hear about as a little kid from like some other kid, because like you didn't have the internet to tell you the truth.
Right.
Like, no, really, he knows him, his uncle.
Yeah. like how Big Boss Man was a cop and he used to abuse Nails when he was in prison. That's why Nails came back for him.
Yeah, I thought that was a shoot. I was like, wow, how did they do that? Like, did they work something out with the warden? What's a warden? You know,
Cobb County, Georgia.
I tell you, it's a different place.
So, conflicting reports, like I said, as to when he can appear on TV. The consensus seems to be that 2024 Regal can appear on WWE TV due to contract and such.
That makes sense. You got to sell it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's a waste of blood capsule and incorrect placement of a neck brace.
Once again.
Yep. Twice in one segment, too.
Just let Doc Sampson do it. Can't they just let Doc Sampson do it?
Doctor's going to doctor.
Right?
Right.
Hell, get freaking Britt Baker out there to do it.
Yeah, I'm sure they teach them that, too. You never know.
Yeah, I'm sure she knows. All right. So, like I said, abridged version. That is all. We're talking about the news this week. We'll have extra next week. Do not worry. It's just that we got Final Battle and we got Deadline. We got to talk about.
I was going to say Final Destination.
Well,
I don't know why, but that sounds like it could be like a TNA thing. Final Destination.
Remind me who. Let me look. I didn't look at the cards. Joe is fighting Juice
Um,
Robinson. Yo,
yeah, Juicy Robinson.
like
We'll get to that.
Yeah.
But first, we're gonna do the Raw highlights. This is the stuff that Rich thought we should really dig into and look into.
Mhm.
You're not here for a recap show. You're here for the really real. So here's the first one. This is the and I'm also introducing a new style. By the way, none of this is owned by the base bookers. This is all, you got to watch Monday Night Raw every week. It's the longest running episodic television show in history. It's on the USA channel. It's at 8 o'clock. It's 3 hours. Most times it's breezy, and you should really check it out. You should support pro wrestling. So here's the first segment here, the first little bit that I got for us, and what I like to call on the Bookertron in Tony Vision.
Racing? I just gotta walk down, bro!
Oh, not this one. It's later. And it's right for the body drive by. And then just
Solo with the drive by.
There goes. Oh, Elias is he's sleeping. He's going night. So, yeah, that was
Poor
that.
Elias.
Yeah. So that was rough. So obviously, Riddles might be down a partner.
Right.
So this is what happens next. This has made a lot of rounds all over the interwebs. And it is about a new topic, a new scientific field, as it were.
Real, it's not really like the bloodline to run from a fight. I would say it's not very how you say Uzi.
Yo. Hold up, my dog.
Hold up, my dog.
Let me explain something to you, all right? You are not the one who decides what is or isn't Uzi. Maybe you don't understand. I'm something of an expert in the field. Yeah?
Here it comes.
In fact, I happen to be a certified usologist.
Doctor.
I'll be the one to tell you what is and isn't Uzi. For example, Solo?
Uzi.
Solo showing once again why he is the enforcer, destroying Elias, taking him out of commission. That's Uzi.
We need
the
Usometer.
Usos continuing
Oh,
to be
I don't know how to do
the
that, but they should do it.
reigning tag team champions in history. That
So that's
That's great.
dude, I was cracking up. Like I had to have that for the Basement Bookers Facebook page.
Do you
Check out
think
that page if you're not a member? Join up, follow the Bookers.
prediction?
I'm ready.
Ready
Or
for
is it a
this?
spoiler? Yeah.
I don't know. But the last SmackDown of 2022 featuring
John
Cena,
Cena.
right?
Rebel do. Get your jaw tight.
Sami Zayn will refer to himself as the Doctor of Usonomics. Boom.
But okay, I like it, but so it's different from Usology though.
It's
That's
you're
a
a doctor
different-
in the field of Usology.
Yeah, but that's economics. So that's
Usonomics.
Usonomics is different from
It's all
Usology.
intertwined. It's all intertwined. Like that.
all right. Well, he is gonna he gotta get his beard cleaned up and his hair he's gonna get a haircut.
Apparently.
I'm
Big week.
starting to worry.
I'm not.
I don't know, Jay. I don't know. That bit because he had to talk to him away from everybody. I don't know. That's got me a little. But we'll get to that because we got still. Even though we don't have any video or clips from SmackDown because Jess saw it, we still talk a little bit about it. I think that's the biggest takeaway from it.
Wherever I just want to say wherever that story's going, I'm here for it because it's the best thing on wrestling TV right now.
Of course, man. Of course. Hold on. I messed up. There we go. All right. So this is the next highlight. So when I add them, I'm gonna just add them. It'll just start. All right. So this is what happens next. Now the mood suddenly changes, and there's a lot to unpack here. Here we go.
Spike to the throat of Matt Riddle. Sikoa backing it up. Oh my word. Solo Sikoa is out of control.
Just like Rich the Riz.
What?
Here comes the Umaga. He does a hop. Watch.
Don't do this, Solo. Don't do this. No. Don't do it.
Boom.
The head of the table on behalf of the entire bloodline.
And there goes Riddle. He's going to be carried away. The doctors, look, they know how to put a neck brace on, and it looks.
He
like
even turned toward the camera so AEW could study. It's like, listen, this was before Wednesday, so they're obviously just not watching. They're not watching tape.
Yeah, you got to watch tape, guys. So that was rough. I thought. What did you think about that? I had feelings about it. It's like I get it if one thing it's you're like a face and you're like acknowledging the past or something like that. I feel like a monster is gonna monster. You're not paying homages and stuff like that. Like I get it, but I don't know. It took me out of it a little bit. Like we know what you're doing. You don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I didn't mind it.
I know. You know. I guess that was like a little thing about that. That's the only issue I had. And otherwise, a segment that I thought was pretty cool.
Pretty oozy.
Yeah, that's right. All right. So next, unfortunately, maybe I did. Hold on a second. This next highlight here, let's cue up G3A. This is it's a reminiscent in case you guys remember back in the Dizzy. That's the OG Umaga, and he's about to dismantle everybody's favorite Jeff Hardy. You see how he did it the same?
Yep.
Little bit, and then boom. Jeff Hardy is just done. Now he's gonna get the spike. See, he did it. He flipped it.
Yep.
He solo spiked first, then backed that thing up.
Which makes sense. Well, A, it makes sense because of the chair spot afterwards. And B, also, you got to figure the spike will sort of, at least partially, incapacitate Riddle in this case. Jeff Hardy there.
Yeah.
I do see the parallel, by the way.
Of course you do.
Now that I say their names. But, yeah, because it's allegedly supposed to target a nerve... Like what's the word? The nerve. Cluster.
Cluster?
Yeah, like cluster of nerves. It's like you know the term. It doesn't matter. You get it.
Like a region?
Kinda, yeah.
I know the name. It's just not the area, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
It's late. It's late, and I'm old.
So next highlight.
It's been a long week today.
Trust
me on that.
Off here. Oh no, it's all in one. Okay, so I didn't. We could discuss it briefly, but the result of the 2 triple threat matches, to crown the #1 contender for the women's championship. What are your thoughts on it eventually being Alexa Bliss?
I hadn't really thought a lot about it because I wasn't necessarily expecting Alexa Bliss to win her triple threat. It's interesting. So I wonder if my guess is she's going to lose. She's not going to win the #1 contender match. Who was in it? So it was Becky. Bliss. Okay. Who was? There was another triple threat with women, right?
Yeah, it was 2, dude. I said on the way into this, I said there was 2 triple threat matches.
Yes. Okay.
Like literally on this show.
You're
like
right.
Just a
You're
little
right.
bit ago.
Moments ago.
Week doesn't count. This isn't.
Just since I didn't highlight that one, I can't. It's hard to.
It's
Bailey. So Bailey and Bliss. Bailey and Bliss. Jeez, I'm off the ball today.
Yeah. So it's got to, obviously we're running it back.
Mm-hmm.
Nikki Cross is going to cost her the match.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously.
Yeah.
So we're going to do Bailey again. And then she's going to lose to Bianca Belair again. And Damage Control is going to fail to help her again.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to say, what's the point of Damage Control again? I like them, but I would like Bailey to win.
I think Bailey is going to win. It's going to be Bailey. Oh, you talk about Bailey versus Bianca?
Yeah, I'm already looking past Alexa. Like this is another shot at Bianca Belair for Bailey.
I wonder, because that was like a very Vince pattern. I wonder if
watch me get proven wrong now.
Right? Like they could switch it up. They could have Alexa win, and that would sort of solidify the argument, well, why does Bailey even have EO and Dakota? But I think they're going to bring
technically
that back around.
Nikki Cross.
Right, here and there. But I think Nikki Cross is kind of just tagging with them just to be anti-Alexa.
Yeah, but that's enough for the next match at least.
Right. So it could be Alexa versus Bianca. Alexa loses, and then that sets up what they've been teasing, the reunion.
I don't want it.
I hear you.
I don't want it. I thought we moved past this. But
Apparently
it's
not.
like, I guess they can't find anything fun for her to do. And like, I guess that's something she's interested in doing.
Could be.
And maybe it's a whole like, listen, we're going to show that we can do it better than, when the old man was around.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. All right. So here's the next one. This one is a bit of a doozy. I call this Theory of a Now.
Yes.
Two former champions fighting over scraps.
This is
and both of those
Theory
men
talking
oblivious
about
to the fact that this business has evolved.
Those two guys.
Forgotten about both of them. Because we live in the now,
Seth,
where we run on my time. And I got all the cards in my hand. And let's face it, what's a couple challengers to my reign when the forever is just beginning?
You heard the man.
It's a good line.
Yeah. Right?
Theory, don't talk about the future.
Here comes.
Yeah, this.
Now we're gonna have to describe this. You can't hear anything because. So, Rich, why don't you take us through the crime scene? All right, I'm gonna hit play. Ready?
All right. Theory is sitting on the top turnbuckle, and Ali is in front of him, standing on the top rope. It looks like Ali's setting up for probably a Hurricane Rana. Theory grabs on, but loses his balance and kind of almost drops Ali on his head. Thankfully, does not. Ali was fine because we saw him finish the match.
Theory tried to beat the crap out of Ali, but like he got disqualified. Ali did because Zigzag went in there. Then Dad Ali gets dunked out, just like he's not having a good day.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's crazy. Theory comes out on top against Ziggler, and he just wrestled a match, and he's fine. So think about that for people like, oh, Theory's done. He's not done. He's on a roll. Yeah, he's on a roll. But yeah. I didn't.
I thought it was a good match otherwise, except for the the one botch spot. But
yeah, Ali doesn't miss. Like no one's gonna be mad at seeing a match like that. You'd be crazy. The only thing that would be disappointing for you is if it's like you got a non-finish like that. Well, technically, it's a finish, it's disqualification. I wouldn't be surprised if they do it like a triple threat match.
Probably.
And my Theory win.
My thinking on that is it's okay that it was like a non-finish to the match because the plot was advanced. we
It was
now
still
have
a
a new
finish,
player.
though.
Yeah,
The
there was a
bell
finish.
rung.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like you know what I mean. Like there wasn't a decisive finish with a pinfall or a submission. It was a
Right.
DQ. So the plot has now advanced. There's a new player in the field for the U.S. title, and man, when's the last time Dolph Ziggler had a bad match?
I don't know.
I mean, one could also ask when's the last time he had a match, but someone would remember. But I am not that someone.
I think that's a matter of opinion, though, isn't it? Like, you know what I mean? You're not going to find something where everybody agrees.
True.
So next week, Dom, he beat Tozawa with a frog splash. I don't have anything from that because, you know, I don't want to push my luck here.
I thought it was a good match.
Yeah, I agree. It's just like I don't want to push my luck with, you know, trying to keep stuff on air, as it were, using vague language. All right, next we're going to move on to NXT. Now, this next segment is red. It's very red. And I guess it's red because Rich loved it so much that we're going to go over it. However, this next clip will be in Tony Vision. Rich, you might be asking what's Tony Vision. And this is a callback to a previous Basement Bookers podcast episode. And you'll remember, and the realest ones will remember. Get ready, because here it comes. I'm so excited to share this with you guys. So
this will be more enjoyable than the way WWE did it.
Here's Red Highlight 1.
What's up, champ? You got room for one more? You serious? Did lights out till Saturday. I figured this would be the last time it gets to go out. There's 2 men enjoying the water. Right? Joe Tosh, how you got, champ?
Bro, I thought this was going to end.
The water with great precision. The acceleration is great.
This is so boring. I can't believe they did this. Like, why? I thought he was like trying to drown him or something. You're not going to come to this title match. Teaching him how to fish. Does he know how to fish already?
Hey man, I gotta give it to you. That standing moonsault you do. Yeah, you know, I kind of did it when I was at the house.
Bro, I'll never watch NXT the same again.
Right?
I saw you doing it. Figured I'd try it, man. Right on my face.
Can you imagine sitting here and watching this whole segment?
Like I did?
Yeah, I did too, but I was sitting here, I'm like, all right, is one of them, are they going to fight in the water? Because that'd be really cool. Or like,
one going to dump the other one into the water.
Or if like Apollo slapped him with the fish.
He should have slapped him with the fish.
He should have slapped him with the fish. It's a missed opportunity.
And they could have made it a catfish, and then like the fin would stick to him.
Dude,
you know that?
Not before. I didn't know that. It's slow-mo. Do like a slow-mo when the fish hits his face. And like the water just comes off of it. Yeah, just across. Just have a paintbrush him with it.
like that Rock Kevin Hart video where they were doing the tortilla game.
Yeah, he's just gonna take it too, because you know he'll kill him.
This segment was so long.
It was, right? Even the Tony Vision. Dude, the one thing that I could not stand is like, not really not stand, but it's like they make Braun Breaker so one-dimensional. You know, when it hit at speed, intensity. You know, he always says that. He always.
Yeah.
I bet when he's hanging out with Cora, it's like, she's like, "What do you want to do?" He's like, "We're gonna do it with some speed and intensity." She's like, "God damn it!" I just want to know if you want appetizers or not with the meal.
Right?
Oh, I just couldn't believe it. All right, so this is a green highlight here. This is our buddy Dempsey in here, and a certain missing person who's finally reappeared.
Is that Gulak?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, here we go. This is
What the hell is he doing here?
What the hell is he doing here? Now, dude, like, look at Regal's kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
that's his face.
That's a real man's man right there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if someone was like, if I didn't know, I'd be like, hey, man, are they using the Face app at WWE and like put a Regal's face on this like young man?
Mm-hmm.
Watch him just take apart this former. Will Steve Wilkos of NXT over here.
Yep.
He's just
the modified Regal stretch.
It's funny, like they're talking about how like all the people. There's Gulak. He's like, I like what I'm looking at here. So let's just let it linger on him. Just like I like that. I like what you're about there, kid. I wanna see what you're all about. You know.
Dude, Gulak versus Dempsey.
I think Dempsey's gonna crush him.
That's like the modern day version of Malenko versus Regal.
Yeah, dude. Like during the match, I'm sitting there, and I'm like, they're talking, and they keep comparing him to everybody else but William Regal.
Right.
I'm like,
right.
Just say it. We all know.
Conspicuous as the only name you didn't say. He even said Karl Gotch twice.
I think the second Karl Gotch was William Regal.
Probably.
That's like code for Regal.
They could have said Lord Steven.
They could have, yes. They could
His lordship.
A real man's man.
He's a man.
Such a man. What a lucky kid. Like, that's your dad. That's pretty cool. All right.
Got that fighter's mug.
So I really like this next little bit. This wasn't highlighted. The end of the match was highlighted, but I wanted to look at this. This is the precursor to the Thea versus Isla Dawn match, which I thought was pretty funny. I thought Duke Hudson really showed some good chops here. Here we go.
Match, Mr. Chase, but I was just informed that I have a match tonight.
You have a match tonight? Yes. That's fantastic. That's great. Who's it against?
Isla Dawn.
Isla Dawn. No way.
No way.
No. I'm saying like no way. Like you shouldn't take it.
I get it. She's super scary. But
I've seen Dawn in the past in NXT UK.
Straight
and
into it.
Bring her fighting spirit here tonight.
Bad position. Bad position. Oh, wow.
It was
I
then.
like Tony Vision Booker T.
Yeah, it was then that she knew.
She
effed up.
Yeah, she F-A-A-F. F-A-F-O.
Hell, and tonight indeed.
So yeah, I thought that was that was fun. And on the Basement Bookers Facebook page, we do have that exact thing, but there's a little special thing right after that. So if you're a fan of Family Guy, you'll probably enjoy that there.
There you go.
So head over to Basement Bookers Facebook page, check it out, give it a follow. All right. Excuse me. But although she was triumphant, there was a bit of an issue that has yet to be resolved in the world of Isla Dawn, right? So I'm so tired.
Yeah, sorry.
So here is Q highlight 2. This is after. Uh-oh. Here comes your friend. Yeah. Wow. This is Fast and Furious, which there is.
Yep.
He's wrestling like, watch this. So here comes. I keep trying to cue it up because I forget when it happens. There it goes. She missed the referee. Yeah. Poison mist. You can't. It's not just a mist. It's poison. It's a poison mist. I don't know how that was cleared, but it was. So that was pretty cool.
Oh, because she's a witch.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. She brewed it with the bones of all children.
Yes,
probably. So now, unfortunately, now you get a choice. Do you want the red highlight? That's all you're gonna get. Red highlight 2 is the Pretty Deadly Christmas special. And let's see how that goes. Tony Vision.
Yeah. This was long also.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
there's a lot of innuendo in here, I feel like.
Yeah.
But like I'm looking at it, I'm like, thank God this segment I was thinking about going up an extra 25%, but you wouldn't be able to understand what they were saying.
Like, if they were to tell us in the segment that there was going to be a lot of innuendo, they would have said, we're planning on a lot of
Bulging sacks overflow.
Right. Right. Yeah.
With gifts from their legions of fans, but they couldn't bear to have anything touched by their filthy hands. The holiday season should be a time to...
So, when he was like, that was supposed to be a cue for them to boo. Because he down-talked the fans, but, like, they just, whatever. Like, they really didn't care.
So please, to your knees, if you please, and worship your glorious tag...
I think they're just waiting for the
to your knees, if you please.
Yeah. I think the fans there were just waiting for it to end.
Yeah. Do they have a concession stand over there?
Probably.
It's Christmas. It's Christmas. Let's go for another day. It's Christmas. They wanted something that they've craved for the longest of times. And it's not just to go on TV, telling a story, but rhymes. For the longest time, it's something that nobody in NXT has been...
I'm sorry I subjected you guys to this. But really, the point was what happens next. As they're visited by the ghosts of Christmas. Thank God this segment's almost over.
This was a surprise.
I really didn't think it was. I had no idea.
But boys, what's the story that we want to hear? Talks about
who
you're going to be defending those titles against this Saturday at Deadline.
Uh-oh.
Well, maybe everybody except your boys, the
New Day.
Yes, boys.
Very catchy.
So why don't you two put those tag team titles on the line this Saturday?
Can Xavier Woods get a smaller shirt? Like, damn, bro.
W-E-N-S-T World Tag Team.
I don't know. If I had that physique, I'd wear that shirt too.
Dude, if I had that physique, I'd just wear, like, muscle shirts on. Like, no sleeves. I wouldn't have sleeves ever.
Yeah, but this shows, like, a little class.
Yeah, I obviously don't have any class.
It's all right.
So
that's all right. We'll get you there.
Okay. This was kind of painful. I don't know if you wanted to compare. Did you want to compare the Cora Jade promo to the Roxy promo, or what? Either way, Rich, you're gonna have to go through the Roxy promo. Like, the Cora wasn't on the highlight thing. It's just something I clipped. So it's not, it's up to you.
Compare it. Let's go.
All right. So first, all right, you want the good or the bad one?
Is there a good one?
I didn't think I thought, well, I guess we could see. We'll see which one was bad.
So I thought the Cora wasn't bad, but
my track record has proven that I'm willing to do whatever
she gets the full 50 seconds. So we got to talk a little bit,
I ended friendships, targeted the meek, preyed on the weak, cheated when the opportunity presented.
She's like, by the way,
so
I'm a bad girl.
I'm a real bad girl, and I don't care about anything. I don't care what you think.
As the very first female Iron Survivor. There are no depths that I will not sink to. And if you thought I embarrassed Wendy Chu, just wait until I embarrass the other four women in this match and walk out of Deadline.
I think my opinion changed. So,
because this is my generation, the generation of Jade.
Okay, here's the thing. She has a character.
Right.
Like, say what you will about it, but she has a character, and like, her acting's good. Like, it's like some people will understand this and some people might not, but it's like bad. She's good CW acting.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
So here is bad CW acting. And this is presented to you, hopefully, if I remember correctly, in Tony Vision. Did I pick the right one?
As long as I can remember, this is
my
journey. Work's done journey. It's time to wake up and face reality. And the reality is,
it sounds better and faster, though.
Yep.
Before to get back to Mandy, I have to
How many Roxy Perez promos start with "As long as I can remember"?
It's almost like do you watch Animaniacs, right?
Yes.
The Good Feathers, as far back as I can remember.
Oh yeah.
Same thing. That's what I think about.
But you know what? You gotta keep in mind she's younger than SmackDown.
I know. Obviously, I'm just saying that's like her.
Yeah.
It's like this.
Right. I knew you were gonna say it's like this.
Well, I was trying to read my audience. So yeah, it's a little faster, but it's still bad CW.
Yeah.
The end of that, I was like, oh my god.
Right.
Why? First of all, why are you sabotaging this poor woman? Like she's got a bright future. Like someone needs to do right by her. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? Trust the process. I guess. You know, it's NXT, right?
Yes.
You know, and like they need she's like, you know, they need a goody two shoes, as she could be that face, that like really good positive face, I guess. But work in progress. But yeah, definitely bad CW.
Yeah, like she needs. So hopefully, this whole mirror thing, right?
Yeah.
She's not going to win the Iron Survivor. By the way, we know this.
Oh no! Spoiler alert to picks. I'm not picking her.
Right. But hopefully she comes out of it a new person. She needs a little more something to her character. She needs maybe a little more edge, or not Adam Copeland. Just not the.
We have an arrangement, Beth.
Yeah,
I'm using my hall pass.
Yeah, it can't be just the smiley, happy to be here, living my dream as long as I can remember. Like, stop the. It can't be that cookie cutter. She has to tell us who she is beyond. As long as I can remember, this is what you want to do.
To be fair to her, out of all the "This is my dream" girls, I think I believe her the most. If that makes any sense. I guess it's because of her youth that does that for me. Like, as opposed to like the women who are a little bit further along, it's like, all right, well, what's taking you so long? Like, she's just getting started, really. Like, when you think about it, with her youth and stuff like that, plenty of time to grow and things like that. You know, it's like, it's not enough that something's your freaking dream. You know what I mean? We can't, like, when you teach people that, you get people like me. Okay. And look where that got me. So
I dream of being a lotto winner every day.
Exactly. You know, it's, I don't know. I'm not preaching to anybody because I'm the last one to do anything like that. So, like I said, I look forward to her, you know, on the grow up. So let's since we're still on WWE, let's just finish that off, right? And you want, after we talk about SmackDown, we'll do what the NXT stuff. Then okay, cool. So then we'll do AEW and then Final Battle, like that, and then we'll go home.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So since I don't have anything to queue up, if you wanna.
SmackDown open with the tag title match. Usos versus the Brawling Brutes, Butch and Sheamus. Usos retain with the 1D at 509 days. By the time you hear this, 510 days. Reigning tag champs. They the ones.
The thing is, the only thing that probably for most people would take away from the match for people is that you knew who was going to win. You know what I'm saying? Like, Butch and Sheamus were not going to beat the tag team champions. Not with Solo out there, not with Sammy out there. It's just, no. The whole time you're sitting there wondering, when is the W? What move are they going to pull? And you could tell when it's almost over, when it's like X competitor doesn't know it's Jay, or doesn't know Jimmy is the legal
Yeah.
guy. And then comes the shenanigans. It always happens.
So there was a formula, and now we figured out the new formula.
Yeah, which I'm not. Look, I like the classics. Sue me, and I know I'm gonna 100% talk myself out of it somehow. But sometimes you just have to just watch the show. Just watch the show.
Yeah.
Superman usually wins. That's just the way it is right now. Except they might as well be wearing capes with U's on them. Very oozy. So
quite oozy.
And with the cherry on top with Sammy preventing Sheamus from breaking the pin.
Yep.
Everybody contributed.
Mm-hmm. So that was actually the only highlight from SmackDown. We had Kurt Angle. There was the American Alpha Academy interaction.
The Kurt thing, I understood what it was for. It really was mostly for the crowd, to get people there.
Yeah,
because we got Kurt.
But also there was yet another sort of handoff, right? So we saw the continuance of the story of Jason Jordan being Kurt Angle's kid.
Yeah.
You didn't miss it, did you?
No, I watched SmackDown.
Okay. All right. So then, he introduced Gable Steveson to Braun Strowman. Gable was hanging out backstage. Gable was like, "You want me to come out with you?" Jason Jordan, Kurt's own kid, didn't say that. Right?
I mean, maybe he's not, he's being, he doesn't want to use his, family connections, He's a professional.
Right.
And he knows it's not about him. It's supposed to be about Kurt.
Mm-hmm.
The whole point of that was Gable wanted to make it about him and not about Kurt.
Right. Chad Gable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously.
As opposed to Gable Steveson.
No, yeah. Gable Steveson inherited the mantle of Milkman.
Right.
He's the Milkman now.
He's a milkman.
Kurt Angle was bullied out of his own birthday by that jerk Gable and his fat friend who's very strong and very scary.
No neck.
Then the Milkman came and bailed Kurt out. And it was a nice little milk bath and a waste of cake. I miss cake. I haven't been able to eat any sweets. And I haven't had coffee in a week.
Wow.
I'm falling apart.
All right, let's
enough about me.
Let's move this along then. Let's jump to NXT Deadline coming up tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern.
Oh yeah. By the way, don't forget that you can catch NXT at 8:00 on the USA Network.
That's right.
Make sure to check that stuff out. Support wrestling. And on was it Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday.
On Saturday, we're going to have Deadline. And,
live on Peacock.
Live on the Peacock, the PLE. So get that if you don't got that. We got that. We own that Peacock. You know what I'm saying? All right, get ready. Here we go. We're going to talk about the Iron Survivor Challenge match or whatever, where these 5 men, Joe Gacy, the Big Head McDonough, Axiom Hole, Carmelo Hayes, the A champion, the former A champion, but always the A champion in your heart, and Grayson, Survivor off Australia, something Waller. He was on a Survivor show apparently. I didn't know that.
I remember hearing it way back, and then I forgot it because I never watched any of those shows.
All right.
Someone should have said, mockingly that he was on Naked and Afraid, and that should have been the joke.
Yeah, that definitely should have been the joke. Because I think someone said that he was naked, one of the guys did.
Yeah, that's obviously where it should have gone. Maybe they couldn't say that. Maybe it's a different network.
Yeah, probably right.
That's probably it.
So, Rich, knowing what we know here,
So there's
Who
one
do
face in
you
this match, and I don't care about him.
Axiom, right?
Right.
What an Axiom hole. Yeah, it's gonna. I think it's gonna be Carmelo Hayes. You want a reminder just to show you who's in it if you want to look at everybody?
I'm looking at the wiki. It's easier for me to see here.
JD had a shot.
Yeah, I can't. I would have to turn my head upside down to tell that that's JD McDonough because I can't tell the rest of his body. I can't
He
see the rest
looks
of his
like a
body.
goblin. The photo? Doesn't he look like a? No, he looks
He's
like he's
upside down. I can't
he
see what
wants
he
the
looks
pot
like.
of gold. He's like that leprechaun in the horror movie.
Oh, he's at the end of the rainbow, and that's why he's upside down because he's down
Yeah.
there.
No,
And
he's coming out of a pot of gold.
Okay.
He's gonna kill me. He's gonna break my
So,
fingers.
oh, and he'll tell you which fingers he's going to break and how.
Oh, please don't do this to me, JD. I'm just a nice guy.
And then he's going to draw on you, like where he injured you, and he'll tell you like the names of the muscles and the carpals and the tunnels.
The crime scene
and
is
the
going to
carpal tunnels.
be. The crime scene is going to be amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like they're going to be like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
It's
I mean, should we just call it a wash? What does this guy do anyway?
He even hooked up the lines for the blood splatter himself. Like this is better than our tech guys do. Did he dust for Prince? What is this?
This is pretty good.
Dusted for Prince.
I don't think anybody's bothered us at all. Court's adjourned. You're innocent. All right. He didn't even leave. He stayed. He just stayed. He waited.
He's just lecturing them on what he did.
Well, you're free to go, and thank you. All right. Did you pick?
This is such an unprecedented kind of match. But if we're just looking at
it's also non-title.
Right, but it's for the number one contender.
I mean, between us.
Oh, true.
So you don't have to really worry.
Right, but I still wanna. Okay. I want to be right.
All right. Well, hurry up.
There's always a desire to be right.
Yeah.
Like whoever.
Why do you think I'm still the champion since SummerSlam?
I guess you're better at it. You saw my notes in there.
Well, yeah, actually, it's for everybody, right?
Yeah. So
I saw what you wrote about me in there. I can't believe that.
I didn't delete that. Damn it. All right. It makes sense that Carmelo Hayes would be next. He hasn't been in the world title picture in a while. The NXT title, I should say, but it's a world title. Whatever. Gacy's very cerebral, so is McDonough, but I think maybe it might be Hayes.
Really? All right. We're in agreement then.
Cool. Next, let's do the women's Iron Survivor.
Women's.
Throw that up.
We Survivor, ladies.
We got.
Sorry.
All right. We got the new heel Zoe Stark, Cora Jade, also a heel. Once again, there's only one face in this: Roxy Perez, Kiana James, and Indy Hartwell.
Holy shit!
What are they doing?
They're gonna give it to Roxy. Oh my God, it's been her dream, Rich Riz. How can any of them compare to her and her dream?
Indy has really been improving on the mic. Like, yes, there's a botch every week, but she's trying and she is showing improvement otherwise. Like, everyone's going to screw up every now and then, But
yeah,
she has otherwise consistently been better on the mic. So they could give it to Indy. Did you see her? You saw her get in Mandy's face. She went to the Toxic Lounge.
Yeah, and there were like more of them than there were of her.
Yep.
She isn't scared.
Mm-hmm. Like right after
her
the
husband's
match,
a murderer. Yeah. Her husband's kind of a psychopath. Maybe she's got some, psychopath in her. I mean, looking here. Man, the classic face heel dynamic always throws me.
Mm-hmm.
I think Indy Hartwell can go either way, so I'm gonna go with that.
Cool.
I got a quick aside. Have you ever heard of the chat open AI thing, where like you type in a thing? Like I had it write a script for Monday Night Raw, and it did it. So while we were speaking, you guys heard me furiously typing. I was asking it to write the match, the Iron Survivor match between all the competitors.
Interesting.
Would you like me to read what I have?
Please. And then, later, could you copy and post this somewhere?
You know what? I'll just put it. I'll present it here so we could. Why am I not sharing a tab? All right. So you're not going to be able to read it very well. Well, you could if you enlarge the screen.
I bigified.
By the way. All right. Cool.
I call it.
So I'm gonna read it out loud. Let me make it bigger. No, well, they'll be able to see it good. This making it bigger is making it bigger for me. All right. The match between Grayson Waller. Oh, I missed Axiom Hole. I gotta do it again. All right, Rich. So.
All right. While Jerry is,
I'm gonna leave
fixing
this.
Okay.
All right.
While Jerry fixes the AI, I am going to say some things, and I'm not sure what, but just to sort of preview the rest of Deadline. That's it. I double checked.
Final Destination.
Yeah.
Deadline.
The rest of the matches are Alba Fire versus Isla Dawn. I feel like
you could click it too, right?
Oh, hold on. I bigified, so I didn't see it. All right. There we go. I'm a big fan of Kaylee Ray. I am not a big fan of what's it? Alba Fire. My ADD is killing me today.
Alba Fire.
Yeah, it's like the Alba Fire thing. It's not as real as Kaylee Ray was to me. So like this gimmick, it's like, she's like playing with fire every week. She got a bat. Whoop-de-doo. Kaylee Ray had a history, and we knew the history. In general, between Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, I like Isla Dawn better. Between Isla Dawn and Kaylee Ray, I'd go Kaylee Ray. But as you know, this is Isla Dawn and Alba Fire, so I have Isla Dawn in this one.
All
maybe
right.
That'll be missed, maybe not.
I got Alba Fire because I like her.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I think I'm a little upset that her accent seems to have gotten weaker since I remember.
Yeah, I thought it would be thicker from what you were saying, but I still don't mind them talking to each other.
Oh yeah, that's great.
All right, so let me get this straight, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's Grayson Waller, Joe Gacy, Axiom, Carmelo Hayes, and JD McDonough.
Yes.
All right, it's generating it right now, and I'm gonna read it off to you guys. Okay, you still want to see it?
Yeah, I bigified.
Right. It's writing it right now, so I'll read it. The match between Grayson Waller, Joe Gacy, Axiom, Carmelo Hayes, and JD McDonough. Why is this overlay still up here? Thank you. Is a thrilling 5-way battle that has the fans on the edge of their seat. Grayson Waller starts off strong, using his impressive strength to overpower his opponents and take control of the match. He slams Joe Gacy to the mat with a powerful clothesline. What? And follows it up with a devastating suplex. Axiom tries to intervene, but Waller brushes him off and continues his assault on Gacy.
That sounds legit.
Right? Carmelo Hayes and JD McDonough team up against Waller, using their quickness and agility to outmaneuver the bigger wrestler. So it knows that they're quicker guys. Because I thought it was just using names. They hit him.
Well, I'd say Waller's quicker than McDonough. But
well, I'd say they're also quick.
Okay.
They hit him with a series of lightning fast moves that leave him dazed and confused. The match continues to be a chaotic free-for-all, as is custom, with all 5 wrestlers battling out in the ring. In the end, it is JD McDonough who is victorious, landing a powerful finishing move that leaves his opponents unconscious on the mat, like his super bar charged up. We're doing a W the arcade game here.
It's great.
The crowd erupts in cheers. Okay, I guess he got over as a face. Stands tall, victorious. I call bullshit. Stands tall. What? He's not tall.
Right. Right.
That's crazy, right?
Mm-hmm. So,
although it's not foolproof, just
Mhm.
just to say, I asked it to write a script of Monday Night Raw. It had
Mhm.
Seth Rollins challenge Roman Reigns for the championship, and he beat Roman Reigns, and then Becky Lynch comes out and she beats Seth Rollins. I didn't put Becky Lynch. I didn't put any of their names in. All I told it to do was write a script for Monday Night Raw, and that's what it did.
That's crazy.
It's hilarious. And yeah, it's scary. They have art now. There's AI art. They do
I know.
this now. It's like, well, what the hell's the I think Elon's right about AI. You gotta keep an eye on that.
There's a big controversy because like people are going to Comic-Con with like art booths, but the art is AI. Like the people aren't the ones like drawing or painting it or whatever. And it's
Yes.
like, well, is that your art?
I'm of two minds on this
Mhm.
because I play around with it on my phone, different ones or whatever, but
Mhm.
like it's about like the AI does it, right? And this is I'm going to try to be quick. I don't want to like bore anybody, but being is the descriptors, like putting in the descriptors and the right art style of what you want and how you want it to be. I think that is a part of the potion.
Mhm.
Like, because I'm having trouble because I'm not good at, because I see these examples and all these things they put in, like different art styles of artists and stuff like that, that they can just blend. It's crazy. It's
Mhm.
almost like knowing an incantation in magic,
Yeah.
like the great ingredients for the spell, and it creates the work. So
Mhm.
but I don't think you should be charging like $200 for it or whatever, or $50 or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like you should be able to, and that's people are just gonna have to adapt.
Yeah, I think people. I think if it's great for there to be art shows, obviously, and it's great for there to be AI art shows, and keep them separate.
Last thing before we get back in, here's my prediction.
Yeah.
Because it's coming. You're gonna be able to type into something like a movie, and it will make like you won't even need. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
it'll just like you just like, okay, give me an episode. You have like an episode of Monday Night Raw or something that it does
Mhm.
for you. Like, of course, it's not going to be like perfect, but what if it depends on how your mind works and your descriptors and the ingredients you add?
Well, could you tell that thing to make like Die Hard 8 or whatever they're up to?
Yeah, it's not that sophisticated, but like it's rudimentary. It's like in beta or something.
It was like, oh, there's a terrorist, and this guy he just went out to get ice cream for his kids, but he saw the terrorists like kidnapping someone, so he followed them in his car to Nakamichi Tower or whatever it is, and
Nakatomi.
thank you. And they fought, and someone fell off the tower, and it wasn't John McClane, and yippee ki brother.
Oh, wow, dude, you wrote a movie. All
There you
right,
go.
so let's.
I never even seen Die Hard. Still, I know.
Let's
Don't yell
go.
at me.
Let's get back to the NXT universe.
Yeah, don't at me. So
Don't at
just
him, bro.
yeah, I just want to remind everyone of the rules of the Iron Survivor Challenge. Obviously, the AI doesn't know it. 2 wrestlers start. Every 5 minutes, another wrestler enters until all 5 are in the match.
Like War
After the
Games?
last, huh?
Is it like War Games? Does the match not start until everybody's in it?
No, it starts as soon as the bell rings.
Bell rings as soon. Okay, got you.
Right. So the person coming in last, in a way, has a disadvantage because he's probably already down points. We'll get to points in a second, but he's also the freshest, or she.
Yeah, it
So
definitely doesn't know the rules of an Iron Survivor match. Maybe if I specified.
after the last wrestler enters, then the time limit starts. Okay. Each time a wrestler scores a pinfall, submission, or is the victim of a disqualification, they gain a point, and the wrestler they pin, submit, or who is disqualified goes to the penalty box for 90 seconds. The winner of the match is the wrestler who scores the most falls, most points, at the end of the time limit.
This is some nerdy stuff.
So this actually this is accurate here. I'm reading from Wikipedia. It combines elements of the Championship Scramble, Iron Man, and Impact Wrestling's King of the Mountain matches.
I'm looking forward to it. It looks fun.
It's going to be a cluster.
It's one of those things like when you watch it, it's gonna be better than like hearing about it. I
Certainly.
think. Like when you
Yeah.
describe a thing, it's like not you specifically, like anybody with like something that's new to you. You know, it's one thing to have it heard. All right. So
Yeah, because
next,
we're going to see what they can do within the confines of the rules and everything.
exactly, and we'll see. Hopefully, it's maybe it'll catch on. Next, we have for the NXT Championship. Is the two Fisher friends, Braun Breaker and Apollo Crews. Apollo! Yeah, I'm going to have to give it to Braun Breaker.
Yep.
No offense to Apollo. I think he's great. But I think of the two, Braun Breaker, is a lot of intensity, a lot of power. That's what he's about.
Yep.
You get what you get there.
Apollo Crews is great, but not this time.
Next, we have the long-awaited tag team match, the New Day versus Pretty Deadly. So, are the New Day here to put over these boys, or what?
I think so.
I'm gonna go and say that the New Day win. Because if they win, they should have it that they win, right? And they have to wrestle Indashir, and they beat them, and then they're the tag team champions. That's a great way to put them over. Veer and what's
Sanga.
the movie stars? Yeah, Sanga.
Maybe. I mean,
it makes more sense.
What face tag teams are
The
in NXT?
Creed brothers.
Creeds. So it's a really slim division right now.
Yeah, I think the New Day would be a breath of fresh air. But then I saw them on SmackDown. I'm like, all right, so maybe they'll bring the titles around to SmackDown with them and stuff.
Maybe. I mean, it's tough to call,
Yeah.
I read that Triple H basically told Shawn Michaels, like, you got this, go ahead, and they haven't spoken. So Shawn is just running NXT.
Trouble in Paradise,
No,
or Trust for a Bro.
Trust for a Bro. I think
they're doing Trust Me, Bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. All right. What do you still think it's PD?
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with PD.
All right, PD for the DP. All right, now
yes,
let's go
Closing that.
All right, we're gonna head on over to the AEW side, and of course, okay. So this occurs after the, of course, obviously, they were building it that Stark was going to win the Dynamite Battle Royal or whatever.
Did he win?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And stuff happened after.
Mm-hmm.
So, and into my highlight folder. And, I wanted to play this real quick because this is during Ricky Stark's intro, and Tony Schiavone has this to say. Listen to what Taz's response is.
Say about what we just saw. MJF is worthless. He is spineless. He's a coward. And a pat on the back to Bryan Danielson. His mentor is still in the hospital, and he is still there with him. That's a friend. That is a wonderful man. That's both sides of the spectrum, Taz.
It's very nice. It's definitely very nice of Danielson. I agree with you. I understand.
Thank you, Taz. Thanks for being here.
Very tender-hearted response by Taz.
The hell?
The hell? In Taz's defense, he might be like, why are you talking about MJF when Ricky Starks is coming out here? He's going to win this match, probably. We should probably be talking him up or something.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's what it was.
Stay on brand, Tony.
Yeah, that might have been what it was. But like,
Just say, that's right, Taz. Good call.
I had to bring that up. Look, you can catch AEW Dynamite at 8 o'clock on TNT every Wednesday. Make sure you check that out. Support
Acclaimed every Wednesday.
Scissor your daddy or whatever. All right. So this is the big one. A lot of people have been marking out over this. Spoiler, not I liked it, but I'm not as sold on it as everybody else is, and I will talk about why. And of course, this will be presented to you in Tony Vision, abridged.
Illustrate the champ. He really does. Oh my gosh. Jesus Lorinda.
Like how I kept the pitch.
Yeah. Brian Danielson, Little Birdie told me you didn't want to show up tonight, and I think I know the real reason why. The real reason why is because you're terrified of me. And I don't blame you, but after what I did to your boy Willie Reeves, I'd be scared too. Because I'm a bad, bad man. And that's why in a week from now, I'm going to be a four-time beautiful Dynamite champion. And I will still be the holder of the grandest prize of them all, that Triple B, baby.
The Triple B.
Man, Richard, these people seem to really like you around here, huh? You know, Ricky, they talk about you like you're some underutilized guy of professional wrestling. Trust me, you are very talented, you really are. But you want to know the truth, bud? Here's the truth, absolute. The truth is, in comparison to me, you're the absolute drizzling shits.
Oh, no, he said
or
the
should I
thing.
say, you're a Rudy Poo Candiatis.
Now he's going to go step on Rich's toes.
Because no offense, Richard, you ain't nothing more than a dollar store Dwayne.
Bro, I think he said it that
See
way
what I'm
to
going to start
mess
calling
with
you,
you.
bud? I'm going to start calling you the Pibble.
Maybe.
Okay? And here's what's going to happen next week in the main event of Dynamite, little Pibble. I'm going to put you in my pocket. I'm going to hop in that brand new Titan GTS Porsche. Because I'm going to go these humanoids. I'm actually rich.
But he's a heel.
I'm going to drive you to the nearest body of water. I'm going to take you out of my pocket, Pebble, and I'm going to skip your scrawny little pigeon-toed ass all the way back to Billy Corgan's NWA so you can wrestle on YouTube where you belong.
That's good.
This part, I'm like, bro, you have a locker room of guys that wrestle on YouTube. You have YouTube shows. I really hope they gave him side eye when he went back.
I think they understood that the shot was at the company's main and only show being on YouTube.
Bro, I'm sure there's people that wrestle on Dark and Dark Elevation that haven't wrestled on Dynamite before.
Certainly.
So I'm just saying.
Facts don't care about your feelings, Texas. So I don't care that you're absolute because I am a generational talent, and my reign of terror has just begun.
Counter. It's one thing. At one point, he said something about getting his whatever car because he's not a complete loser.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so you're a half loser?
Right. Yeah.
Like, I don't understand that.
Mm-hmm.
They like him.
Ricky.
I should have expected a fifth-rate Roddy Piper.
Oh, no, he didn't.
I should have expected a fifth-rate Roddy Piper would have come out here trying to steal the spotlight. Oh, you trash the sea. Oh, you trash the people. Hey, how much more shit do you got? Because the low-hanging fruit is running dry, partner. No. Every single week, you come out here, you smell like paint thinner and ass. You spray tan your eczema. If you took your shirt off, your back will look like a lady in a hand pump for 7 hours. You got some crappy shoes on. It's never ironed. The shirt is too small. The shitty scarf and the terrible ass haircut. And you think that you're better than moi? Give me a break.
He just dismantles his outfit.
Yeah.
And then, because that's what you do on the streets, man. You get the man, you get him at his style. He gets his hair cut, man. He just go on him, man. His eye was twitching.
The cheap suits, the cheap shoes, the cheap heat. Oh my God! And you are a new AEW champion.
Heat, that's good.
With that AEW championship comes a big responsibility that you know nothing about. The difference between you and me is that when these people got behind me, I gave them a reason to keep going. When they put faith in you, you let them down. When Regal believed in you, you let him down. But brother, when it comes to Ricky, I deliver on time, every night, every week, every month.
By myself.
And you can take your little ass to Greece for 3 months because, you didn't get paid enough. Because, you got out politics by somebody smarter than you. But the fact remains is that I've been here busting my ass. You want to talk about responsibility? Let's talk about the fact that you avoid show up to signed meet and greets where you don't care. You just blow it up because, hey, everybody hates Max, so he has nothing to lose, right? Yeah, guess what, buddy? There comes a lot of responsibility when it comes to people actually liking you. And besides, your nose being a lot darker than the rest of your body.
Just straight after that tan, man. Like, just slapping him across the mouth.
Me, on the other hand, I live with dignity, I live with respect. You know nothing about that. When I lived in my car in South Austin, guess what I was doing? I was grinding. I knew the responsibility of taking care of myself. When it comes to that money right there, it's my responsibility to get our car, to get our house. And you think because you pay people, because you kiss ass, then that's all, I'm better than you, that you can do whatever you want. Please give me a break. Next week is a big deal because I'm playing up and I'm shutting you up for once in your miserable, narcissistic little podcast life. You don't deserve this, but I do. You two, guess what? Been there, did that, busted my ass to get here. Never needed a name to make it right here. And I don't need a name to beat your little ass. I am Ricky Starks. I'm going to stay 10 toes down right now. Next week, I'm smacking them all off your neck. I'm stomping an asshole right into you, and I'm taking...
Stomping an asshole right into him.
Wow. Does he not have one, or is he trying to get him a new one?
Give him a new one.
Because I that's a new thing I didn't know.
I'm going to do you a favor that you never have done in your life. I'm going to take the responsibility off your plate, little boy. Oh, of course.
Oh, that was really funny in Tony Vision.
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, bing. They should have bing. My bad.
AEW World Champion. Never met a lower that he would not take. And hopefully you're only 1 week. At the end of the year,
it gets a little bit faster. That was like a superhero move.
Yeah.
I think Ricky Stark should win.
I think it's soon. I think it's early in the reign of MJF.
Well, you know what? I think Ricky Starks is going to shock the world. And you could put that in the basement chair brass knucks bin. Okay? I'm calling my shot.
Wow.
And if I change my mind, I reserve that right. Anyway.
You already put it in the brass knucks bin, bro. That's a vault.
I made it up. I can do what I want. Stop trying to hold me accountable. What is this? Now's not the time to be an accountability buddy. All right.
Okay.
So this next one is a gift from me to you, Rich Deriz. This is a modified version of Green Highlight number 2. Enjoy, everybody.
This crowd chants one thing: Joe's gonna kill you. Well, Joe, you're gonna have to bury me with that TNT championship because I am not leaving Austin, Texas without it.
Championship against the former champ, Darby Allin! It's not an overstatement. That was friggin' nuts. That rear choke is in really tight. I'm sorry, he's gonna be choked out. He's got too much pride to tap. He's done.
Well, Darby, tonight you're gonna learn that curiosity has a price.
You got that rear choke. Oh, he's still up now. Darby.
Here's lots more.
The trucks of the skateboard are facing upward
on the skateboard.
No. He's gonna go sleep for a second time in this thing here.
Joe's gonna kill you.
Yup.
Ta-da!
Listen.
That was good, right?
Yeah. First of all, great little video package there. And Joe is gonna kill you.
I thought that was like, as soon as I saw that promo, I'm like, this can only end one way, and I'm gonna have to do this. I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's get creative with this.
Now, Joe and Juice, it's gonna be Joe. That's gonna be. To be honest, looking at this card like this, I want to see this pay-per-view.
They're gonna have to run it back with Joe and Wardlow. That's the only way the belt goes back.
So I wonder if,
unless Juice beats him for that belt, the ROH belt.
Yeah, this is for the ROH title.
Wardlow could cost Joe the belt.
Yeah, that's possible.
All right. So this next one, this is from the Ghost of Regal Past. As referenced earlier, this is Rich Deriz, AEW Green Highlight, AEW 8 p.m. on TNT.
Wednesdays.
Yeah.
My longtime friend, 30 years in January, 30 years in January coming up. Full year was unbelievable. But I just wanted to talk to you about how that all transpired and what was going behind. We talked about this in John Carlos. I trust the filmers. People are only going to see this if something bad happens to me. And when you're somebody like me, and speaking of being as horrible as I am, you're always expecting something bad to happen. Yeah, you were the villain. Well, MJF, I took great exception to what he did to you. And he seems to be mad about emails, and he's complaining. So I gave him what he wanted. He's world champion. Yeah. You're not all saying, Tony, be careful.
I got a question. So, like, did he like make him the champion so he could be a target because he hurt Tony? Is that what he's saying? Like, to me, it's like it didn't make a lot of sense. It's like he's mad at an email. He hurt Tony, so he gave him the AEW championship so he could put a target on his back. So because everybody's gonna be coming after him.
I hadn't really thought about that part of the reasoning.
That's why I think some people get confused. So, all right.
What you wish for, because now everybody in this company is going to be chasing.
Be careful what you wish for.
I realised several months ago that the three main members of the Blackpool Combat Club didn't need me around anymore. I'm surplus to requirements, as they say. But I knew they wouldn't let me go. But I needed to show them why they don't need me, and I needed to show them why they can teach Wheeler to be the best professional wrestler in the world, because they've all got that capability.
Mr. Regal. You know, I'm not going to be rude. I'm not going to be rude because you know what? Wheeler Yuta works very hard.
You have to lead by example. Hopefully, and I know he will because John Moxley's a very, very calculating man. He'll understand this. The reason I did what I did, and to lead by example, was to teach you the final thing I could ever teach you. Always stay one step ahead, and make sure you always keep eyes in the back of your head. I'm Blackpool Combat Club till the day I die. Fellas, it's been emotional.
After this segment, Moxley doesn't look like a man that understood what Regal meant. That's like he doesn't, and the way he responded to is basically like whatever he said. These guys are gonna do whatever, and they're gonna be the best. And pro wrestling is back, baby. And it's actually that segment brought me back to when I watched SmackDown when they did the contract signing with that Irish fella Rick O'Shea and Gunter. When they do not perform.
Right.
That they're professional, that they're wrestlers. It's like it's almost like their version of sports entertainers. And they're the heels. The wrestlers are the heels in this one, and the entertainers are the faces in this one. It's kind of crazy. But yeah. On the second viewing, even in Tony Vision, do you feel differently about the promo? Like, to me, I don't think it was necessary. It's like he's saying, like, all right, I turned on you guys, so you have to definitely let me go. And also to make MJF the champion, so he's got everybody coming after him.
I still liked it. As far as that goes, I'm not. I think part of it is also teaching MJF a lesson that not so much that, now you have all these, everyone coming after you, but it's more that MJF, you weren't ready for this. And you could only learn that you weren't ready by being put into that position so that you can then fail.
Right.
So rather than like him get a title shot and lose and blame it on something, now he has the title to keep the title on his own. He's going to realize how hard it is. And maybe that is what Regal's final lesson to MJF is, in that will teach him what he needs to do to retain. Because they always say keeping it is a lot harder than getting it, as hard as getting it is.
Unless you're the tribal chief.
That's right.
Because, like, he basically walked in and walked out with that. like the Universal Championship.
Yep.
Stacked. Yep. Okay. So.
And I think Mox didn't address Regal because there's no point because Regal's out of the company.
I suppose so. I don't know. It just
So
felt kind of like a bit of a disconnect. It's like, yeah, I don't want to do this sports entertainer stuff. Let's move pro wrestling, blah blah. Yeah. All right. This next one's for all the black guys. And by that I mean House of Black fans, just like us.
That's right.
This is green highlight number 4.
This company has allowed itself to be corrupted by people that point fingers at others while still holding the shovel in their hands that they use to dig the graves for others. And now it is sick and it is dying. And perhaps it is time for myself and the house to put down this corruption. Ms. Hart, what is the crime?
The crime is treason.
Mr. Matthews,
treason.
What is the verdict? The verdict? War. Mr. King, what is the sentence?
It's as if you throw a side of beef to a pack of wild dogs. We will tear the meat from the bones. The sentence is extermination.
So it has been decided. So anyone that has an issue with what we have done over the past 2 weeks, or anything that's been said here, well, next week Wednesday, come on. Come on.
That's what she said. That was cool.
No, I'm not gonna say it.
All right. Now they have a clear goal. Are they gonna do like an open challenge or something? That's what that is.
I guess
Who do you
so.
think's gonna Bucks and Omega? Oh, they're still doing that Cero Miedo stuff, right? Isn't that they're still doing the series?
They're coming up on match 4. It's 2-1. It's 2-1?
All right.
They're coming up on match 3. It's 2-1.
I'm gonna say Dark Order. Wait, what is Dark Order even anymore? It's Silver
and Reynolds.
Evil Uno.
Oh yeah, Uno.
Okay. It's back to
a -1.
All right, but he's not a wrestler. All right. That's true. All right, so I had got something here in a segment I like to call Saraya is my friend. Saraya is my friend. Here's a segment with Saraya, my friend. You're just looking down. Did you went to Supercar that?
No, I haven't touched the phone.
So, look, this is basically it's obvious. It's an obvious shout out. And in advance, the answer is yes. Let's see here.
Well, this being December, very festive atmosphere, and we're with Saraya. Congratulations on your return and your win.
Thank you, Tony. Surprised that she praised, not praised. Oh,
He's so happy.
There she is. Don't worry, everybody. Congrats on the biggest win of your entire career, and it will never happen again. And I was thinking about something you mentioned to me, Saraya, that everything has been handed to me on a silver platter. But you came to AEW. Your first match was a pay-per-view match against the biggest star in the women's division. Well, here's one more thing handed to you.
Is she though? I guess she is.
February 11th for AEW Dynamite. You can either sit in the front row with these and watch me be the star that I am, or you can step in the ring. Oh, baby, I'd love to beat you again. What do you mean? Round 2. I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that because you seem to have forgotten that I have the AEW Women's Champion Jamie Hayter with me at all times, except for right now, and she will be there as my tag partner.
That was good.
I am for someone to take with you, but good luck. You'll never be me and Jamie. All right, well, you want to do this with me, Ashley? No, I'll find someone. It's no big deal.
I accept. I will be Saraya's tag team partner against Britt Baker and the current women's champion, the undisputed AEW women's champion, Jamie Hayter. I will gladly step in for my friend. And that concludes the segment. Saraya is my friend. Saraya is my friend. She's not really my friend. I don't want to get sued. But you know the bit. Anyway, so
main event time.
Speaking of haters, Rich Torres is a hater. All right.
Not a hater.
So this is
listen. I got friends too. All right. Current United States champion.
Yeah, look at that. You're both so grown up. Like he must be like 9 feet tall.
He is.
What will you be at 6 feet tall?
He is.
All right. So
that's why he's the now.
That's right. He's the now. He's undeniable. You can't. It's impossible for him not to break through the glass ceiling. What with him being so tall. So
style.
the main event saw the Acclaim take on the FTR
Mm-hmm.
for the AEW Tag Team Championships, and this is how that turned out.
Big Texas-sized lariat from
There were two of those, by the way.
FTR, so close, legacy. Bye-bye. The fans thought we would get involved. No, you guys are trash. Hey, but also, they've had a pretty good year, and we don't want to take it. So we got you guys some Christmas. Get some presents. Hold on. I have a card here. Oh, it looks like it's written in blood. It's from them boys, the Briscoe Bros.
Oh, no.
Saturday, Final Battle. What kind of match is it?
It looks more like nail polish.
Color match. Merry Christmas, bitch.
Double dog collar match. Dude, when that came up, first of all, when I like double dog, I don't know if I've ever seen that before.
Pitbull. I want to say the Pitbulls had, or maybe it was just one of the Pitbulls in ECW versus. I think it was Pitbulls versus the Dudleys.
Well, I mean, like in like on main TV, like AEW, like,
no.
like that's primetime television, right?
Yeah. No, the main brands never did it.
All right, Rich. You know what that means. You know what time it is. It's time to talk about ROH Final Battle, which has a whopping 7 matches as of this podcast.
I'll give them this.
First,
AEW and Ring of Honor, whatever the word is, they load up their pay-per-views because I think partially because they know that the WWE Network on Peacock is only $10 a month, but their pay-per-views you're paying $50 for. But there's a lot fewer of them, so that combined with a higher price tag, they stack them.
Yeah,
refresh your page, bro.
Which one?
The Final Battle.
Okay.
How many matches are there now?
I'm not on the Wikipedia though.
I'm on Wikipedia. 12. All right, so including the pre-show, 12 matches.
Jesus Christ! Something must have happened on Rampage.
I guess so. All right, so we'll hit the 4 pre-show.
The ones I don't have graphics for.
Yeah, we'll hit the pre-show matches first, real quick.
Excellent.
And then we'll do whatever order you want for.
They did this to me on purpose. I
do
do it in order of how I have the cards on the page.
Okay. Oh, geez. All right. So first up, Willow Nightingale versus Trish Adora. It's gonna be Willow because
I don't know who the. So I'm gonna also go with Willow.
She is Trish Adora is the current Pan-African World Diaspora Wrestling World Champion.
Oh, then I want to go with her then.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not a Willow fan. Next up, we have the Kingdom, Matt Taven and Mike Bennett versus Top Flight.
Kingdom, because they just got here.
Tony loves Top Flight, but
he does love Top Flight, but shouldn't he be establishing Ring of Honor talent? Or are they signed with AEW? I don't know.
Well, I mean,
this is so confusing.
I think Jonathan Gresham would have an opinion here.
Oh. Okay. What would that be?
That would be that Tony Khan doesn't care about Ring of Honor and establishing their talent.
Yeah. All right. So Top Flight it is. Next.
Your boys, Angelo Parker and Matt Menard. Against that, I can't do that. Against
he will not be named because I will not make his nipples hard.
Against the Shinobi Shadow Squad, who is Cheeseburger and Eli Isom.
The other
JAS.
guys. Yeah. The Jazz Offs.
And then is this? Yeah. Okay. Máscara Dorada, formerly known as Grand Metalik.
Oh no! Whoever's not
versus Jeff Cobb.
Oh,
right.
Jeff Cobb.
Probably Jeff Cobb, and then Máscara Dorada will sign a contract. So that means Golden Mask, I think.
Will he get a Will he get a hug? The answer is no.
No,
he will not get a hug because he doesn't look like a hugger to me.
No. He's signed with CMLL right now. So I don't know if that prohibits him from signing a deal with AEW / Ring of Honor, but we'll see.
Oh, it's probably like a talent thing, exchange, whatever.
Yeah. All right. So you're up. So 1, 2,
Alrighty.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 matches.
Let's first of all start with, I like the art for the Ring of Honor card. I think it's kind of cool, kind of a throwback.
Cool.
Yeah.
Anime like eyes too.
I think it's pretty cool. All right, so Chris Jericho versus Claudio Castagnoli. The championship's on the line, and isn't there a stipulation that if Claudio loses, he has to join the Jericho Appreciation Society?
Yup.
It's weird that they didn't put that there. I'm gonna go with Claudio on this one. I don't think I don't like. We already have a guy that's with a group he doesn't want to be in. You got Matt Hardy with, a private party being in the firm.
Yeah.
It's like, but then again, it's AEW. They don't care. They do what they want to do.
Right.
But Claudio has to win. Jericho can't just keep going around beating all these guys.
Yeah, though Claudio might not win the title.
That's true. Either way, I'm going with Claudio.
Ditto. Your logic is sound.
Thank you, sir. You're a gentleman and a scholar. This next bout is between Daniel Garcia. Put the pure. I tried to do it really fast. I can't. I don't know how he does it. The ROH Pure Championship against Young Wheeler Yuta. I'm gonna go with Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, he's gonna retain.
All righty. Next we have the lovely Mercedes Martinez versus Athena. She's got wings.
She does. It's gonna be Mercedes.
You never seen Mad Max, have you?
No.
They look like they should be fighting in the Thunderdome. That's all I'm saying.
Not the WWE Thunderdome.
No, like the actual Thunderdome.
Mm.
2 men enter, only 1 man leave. Or in this case, Walmart.
That's right.
All right. I'm gonna go with Mercedes Martinez.
Mm-hmm.
For this.
Where has she been anyway?
Mercedes gonna Mercedes.
Guess so. Driving around.
Next, we have Young Samoa Joe versus Juicy Robinson.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming the ROH Television Championship is on the line.
It is.
As we speculated before, I think I'm going to go with Joe losing only because Wardlow cost him the championship.
I don't think so. I think the King of TV retains.
I like that. I like
cool
that. That's a possibility. That would be really cool. No, I can't argue with that. I like this version of Samoa Joe, and I'm sold on it after what happened to Darby Allin.
Mm-hmm.
It was the right move. Next, we have Shane Taylor and Joe Griffey versus Swerve and Our Glory. Can these two get along? Yeah, this is going to be the end for Swerve and Glory, It's been heading that way.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be feuding with each other. We'll see if it's Swerve's house or Saraya's house or Tony's house.
It's a lot of people claiming ownership.
Yeah, just plant your flag. All right, this is a 6-man. This is the Dalton Castle and the Boys versus Gates of Agony and Brian Cage. I mean, you got Brian Cage, and you got, the other ones.
Dalton
I'm going to go with Brian Cage because, like, Dalton and the Boys, it's basically a 1.5 tag team. You know what I mean? It's like 1.5 men here. So,
yeah, I think.
And Brian Cage is like, you need Steiner math here.
Yeah, seriously. I think I'm gonna agree because I think it's gonna be too much for them.
All right, and this I feel like to me is the main event. It's FTR versus the Briscoes in a double dog collar match.
Mm-hmm.
And the ROH World Tag Team Championship is on the line. So I'm going to say it's going to be FTR.
Yeah, it's FTR.
Because they're not going to let the Briscoes on AEW television.
Mm-hmm.
And if they do get a deal for ROH, it's going to be on probably one of the networks.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, whatever. So there have it. Looking
One more
forward
match.
to. Oh, we have another one? Did I miss one?
No, it was added.
Okay. All right.
Blake Christian and AR Fox versus La Facción Ingobernable, represented by Rush and Dralistico, who works for AAA.
They're making this longer for no reason. All right. I'm gonna go with Rush team because
Facción Ingobernable.
Yeah.
I'm trying to look up this Blake Christian who. I think he looks familiar, jobbing out a little bit on NXT.
Oh, cool. Great. All right. Well, obviously a stacked card. Honestly, I thought if they just did the shows that we have the graphics for, the matches,
it's a great pay-per-view.
That's a top tier pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Like I like if you're a wrestling purist, like you're really into the wrestling, I think, I can't really compare the two. I was going to ask you which you think was going to be better, but I don't think it's the same thing. Because, you're muted, dude. You're muted.
I got it.
I'm looking at you.
I was talking.
I should have just left it. It should be like this.
Eventually, I looked up and saw, I saw it before I realized you were saying it. But ROH, like I said, ROH and AEW, they stack their pay-per-view cards. Like, we might not have heard of a lot of these guys, but that doesn't mean they're not great. Like, we never heard of AR Fox before we went to that Evolve show, and then AR Fox impressed the hell out of us. Impressed the hell out of me, at least.
I am not saying anything negative about AR Fox because I saw him and I like him, and I think it's cool that he's getting to show like a bigger audience what he can do. So you can't shame me here, okay? What I'm saying is sometimes shows are too long.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're too long. And the thing is, for $50, you can argue you want to get your money's worth, right? So I would see that as another reason why they stack it. So, like, the reason I say I can't compare them is because NXT is still developmental.
Yeah.
Like, no matter how you slice it, and I'm not trying to make any excuses for it. Obviously,
this NXT
they have
in
the
particular.
same. They probably have a better budget, Anyway,
post Vince Purge NXT.
Right. And this is an aside, I cannot forgive the fact that at one point they had the Undisputed Era, obviously a different name. They had them. They had William Regal on the same company, and they never did anything. One might argue that Regal came in after Bobby Fish was exited from the company.
Yeah.
But you still had Kyle O'Reilly and Adam Cole.
I think they're both hurt.
I know they are. They are because of decisions made there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, anywho, that's all I wanted to say about that. That just, for some reason, it's like, and Miro, I heard Miro, like, they had created for him. They had a plan for him, and he didn't like it. So they're trying to find him something.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, maybe he doesn't want to feud with Orange Cassidy for the freaking backpack championship. How about that?
Yeah.
Because you'd have to put him over. All right. So that's it, guys. That's pretty much it, I think. Unless you had anything else you wanted to bring up, my dude.
No, that's it.
Well, before Rich does the thing, I want to, thanks in advance to everybody who listened. If you liked it, please, like and share whatever the podcast with your friends with the following information Rich is going to give out. And if not, I'm glad you made it this far. So, Rich, take it away. This is I have to do it this way because you're on this side.
All right. Thank you. Thank you to all the new listeners checking us out. Thank you for interacting on all our social platforms. We see you. We hear you. Australia, Italy, UK. We see you. Thank you. If you want to email us, we'd love to hear from you. basementbookers@gmail.com. Let us know your thoughts on anything we've said, any stupid, idiotic comment we've made. Let us know. Point it out. Check out all our socials. Facebook, Basement Bookers. Twitter, @Basement Bookers, @Basement Chair, @Rich the Riz. Instagram, Basement Bookers Pod. The Facebook and the Instagram are the most active at the moment, but check it all out anyway. I feel like there's one I'm forgetting, but I'll move on. As far as where to find this podcast, that list has grown as of this week. We are on Stitcher, but if you didn't see the social media posts, our feed has changed, so go refresh it, find the new link with it'll be somewhere. You could see everything we're on at basementbookers.podbean.com, our new website, which also lists all the places you can listen to us, which includes Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the Podbean app, Stitcher, as I mentioned, Spotify,
all your favorites.
Alexa, Amazon Music, TuneIn plus Alexa. I'm not sure why the Alexa is there and not with the Amazon, but that's how it is there. iHeartRadio, Player FM, Listen Notes, Samsung Podcast app, and Podchaser. We are on so many platforms. Check us out. Let us know what you think on our socials. And Joe's got a party message.
Well, before I give the parting message, this is just an example of what if you tweet at the bookers or you do like an email that maybe we'll read it. So I got a tweet a couple of days ago from friend of the show, longtime listener. He's a guy, if you love him, maybe you don't, maybe you should, but this is Manny and informed me on the Twitter that Johnny Fusion, he's going to MLW, January 7th, their Philly show, Blood and Thunder. So the former Johnny Nitro, former Johnny Mundo, he's always got like a different Johnny to him. You know what I'm saying? The only Johnny he's not is wrestling. So shout out to Manny. Thanks for the info. Rich Deriz. Why do I have the email up there? Oh. No emails from you guys, by the way. Just a bunch of stuff. All righty. So yeah, the big message is that the match of life is scheduled for one fall, and you should make it count.
And do what the man says.
Follow the bookers. I didn't do it yet. I'll do it now. Okay.